YouTube, how we doing? We are back. YouTube play of the day. It is early. It is about 6:30 my time here. I got some work and stuff to do here early in the morning. So obviously I get the plays out early. Get a workout in, get to work, get after today. So it's going to be one of those days. Got a full slate of stuff to do. But we got to get you guys some winners. So we will recap here. Northern Colorado does not get there miraculously after scoring 40 points in the first half. First half team total is obviously on my list of plays in that game, and I didn't play it here. Hofstra ends up coming through. Team total at 83.5, minus 104. I'll say this again, guys. Just wait for the game. If you guys want to talk shit and say you wish you faded it and all that stuff, just say it like after. You can say all that stuff, whatever. But I'm giving you the reasons why I'm taking these plays right now. So yes, if you have questions, ask. But most of the time, I'm trying to explain to you over the video why I'm taking these. So I understand that one was a controversial play because they didn't score at all in the first half, and they were under in their last 5 games. But there's a reason why the number was put there. I liked the spot. Luckily, it hit and it came through in the second half. But I'm giving the reasons now, so I'm hoping that going forward, if you do have questions about them, these videos answer why I'm taking these numbers. 2 plays today, two really high totals that I very much like. We're going to go over to FanDuel here, check out our numbers. Both plays are on FanDuel today. We're going to James Madison, and we're going to Iowa. We're going to Big Ten country and attacking that one. So let's start out here. James Madison over 159.5 on FanDuel. I don't see how we slow this game down. I think this is going to be such a fun pace here. James Madison, 23rd in the country. Marshall's 23rd in the country. James Madison's 40th in the country in pace. And James Madison actually was higher earlier in the season. So I do expect that to continue. And I think this is going to be pretty fun. Man, I really don't know how this game slows down. For me, I think James Madison's defense is a little bit inflated. They're ranked right now 87th in adjusted defense, but they've played the 336th ranked adjusted offense, which I think is kind of scary. I don't think this is a game that James Madison is very much in the opportunity to lose, but I do expect Marshall to have some success here. I don't really like this Marshall team as much as I've liked in the past, but this defense is horrendous, guys. Like 91 points to South Alabama, 91 points to Old Dominion. The worst part was that South Alabama game was at home, and they still gave up 91. I went back and forth on the James Madison team total and the game over, and I like both. But I think Marshall stays around in this game for a little while. They do run their guys heavy minutes, so it could slow down in the second half for a little bit. But I do think they have enough guys here to keep this close. You look at their starting lineup, all their guys over 71% from the free throw line outside of their big, who shoots 42% from three, which is weird. So obviously he shoots pretty well, but can't hit the free throws. You look at James Madison's side, they should be able to do whatever they want on this Marshall defense. And like I said, neither one of these teams are really a huge three-point shooting team, which I think bodes well again for this over. James Madison and Marshall both foul quite a bit, which should get us free throw shots and hopefully gets us more opportunities there. You look at James Madison, 4 of their top 5 scorers shoot the ball at 78.8% or higher from the free throw line. Huge. Big boy numbers and numbers that I want to back in this one. If you look at Marshall this year, it's kind of funny. They haven't played anybody willing to run with them outside of Toledo and outside of Kentucky. Those are the 2 teams that you look at their numbers and they're inside that top 50 in terms of pace. Toledo, 88-87 they lost. Kentucky, they gave up 118 points. This game should move. We've seen very few opportunities that Marshall's had to run with a team and have the other team willing to do it with them. I think this number flies over. I think this number is where you have to put it for a conference game. And I just think the bookmakers can't make that number really high enough here. I really like this over, and I'm going to be rolling with it here today over on FanDuel. Play number 2, a play that if you've been following the channel here has been an absolute wagon play for me, and that is Iowa at home first half overs. I like playing Iowa first half overs all the time, but especially at home this year is no different. If you want to look at these numbers here, it is pretty wild. They average 41.1 points per game at home, does Iowa. 33 on the road, 49 at home. That's how big of a home road differential this is. This is going to be a track meet, as all Iowa games are, but also Purdue. They actually rank 8th in the country in points per game in the first half. I do like the full game as well. Iowa, again, scores a lot in the second half as well. They're willing to run up that score, which I like. But this game, I don't know how we don't get to this number in that first half. Like I said, Iowa at home is a different beast, man. You look at these guys shooting numbers home and away, and it's wild what we're seeing from these guys. And if you just want to look at just straight stats, let's just look at these numbers here first. For Iowa, obviously, very fast. We talk about it all the time. Number 6 in the country, but they're 17th adjusted offense, 110th adjusted defense. Who's stopping Edey? I don't know. Every miss should be an offensive rebound. Purdue, number 2 in the country in terms of adjusted offense. They're very much threes or Edey layups. Those are pretty much what you're going to get from these guys. And I think you're going to see a lot of threes that turn into Edey layups. Let's just look at so far. Let's look at Big Ten so far. At home, 86 and 94 points against Nebraska and Rutgers at home so far this year. They put up 41 against Nebraska, and that game ended up going to 77 against Rutgers, a slower team. We saw Iowa put up another 41 in that one as well. So I think that gives you what you need to know. Purdue's obviously, I think, a little bit more willing to run in these games just because they should be able to do whatever they want. And mind you, Purdue has been pretty good on the road here, winning 2 of their 3 road games, which in the Big Ten, that's pretty impressive, right? Indiana, they just won in blowout fashion. They beat Maryland, which is a huge win because Maryland is actually good at home. I don't know who's stopping Edey. You should go for 40 in this game. You go down the list, they're going to need to hit those outside shots. Braden Smith shooting 43%, Fletcher Lawyer 43%. You're going to have to hit those threes against this Iowa team, and I think Purdue can hit them here. And I also think that Iowa's going to be able to run and gun on these guys before Edey even gets down the floor. So if we get 40 points from Iowa, I am very confident this game goes over this number. I think Purdue should be able to score at will as the number 2 adjusted offensive team in the country, and should be a very fun game, and I'm very excited to watch. So Purdue first half over 78.5 minus 118. James Madison over 159 minus 115. Both on FanDuel today. If you guys want more action, check out Past the Prop from yesterday. Recap at the end if you really want to just check that out. Was an awesome show. Got a lot of plays out for you guys. Again, thank you guys for tuning into all that. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. I know it's been a little bit down lately, but still at almost 10 units profit for the season. Hit that like button if you've been making money with me, and check out Pass the Prop. Check out those plays, and go Pack Go, baby. Have a good one. Best of luck today.